All right, so welcome to How to Get Rich Quick, because we all want to make lots of money real fast, right? And going whatever the season be right now, holiday season for us, some of us want money for Christmas, or we're saving up for our next big trip. But I always say, when you want to make a lot of money really quick, the best way to do that is getting yourself into a place that you are have a goal that you're working towards, and have something that gets you up and motivates you every day to start working right away, right? So with that, I'm going to move into our slides. So what does being rich mean to you? And this could mean so much for a lot of people. I have the little guy here with lots of money behind him, but sometimes being rich doesn't necessarily mean lots of money. Sometimes it just means other things for us. So I have some things to think about. How about being rich in relationships? What are your relationships with? Like, do you have family time? Do you have quality time with your friends and your family? I always like to say that sometimes we feel like we need to have all this time with our family, otherwise we're not investing into them. And what I think is more important is having quality time with people. So if I want to have more family time, I want it to be more quality versus quantity, because I could spend all the time in the world with my husband and my kids, but what difference does it make if everybody's doing their own thing at home anyways? I want it to be quality time that we are really invested in ourselves and each other. Same with spending time with my mom and my sisters and my dad, and my friends as well. So rich also can be leaving a legacy. A lot of people aren't necessarily having a lot of money doesn't mean a lot to them, but having something that you can leave for people, whether it be that you have money put aside for the unexpected occasions that we don't like to talk about, right? So is there money that, if anything, God forbid, ever happened to you, that your family would be taken care of, and that you can take care of that? Also, in leaving a legacy in what you leave for your family and what you provide for them. I want my kids to be hardworking. I have 3 boys, and I want them to understand the importance of working hard and earning things. And so that's something that I work towards teaching them just by in what I do in my Tupperware business. I've been a business leader now for 6 years. I've been in Tupperware for 19 years, and my kids know that when I'm doing Tupperware, it means that I am working my business and spending time there for them so they can have more in this business as well. So that's important to me. And then being rich in lifestyle. Sometimes it is about a monetary thing that we want to have more for our families, for our kids. So what can we provide for them? This business has so much to offer. And if you need more money, hold another party, recruit another person, make that investment in yourself to make those phone calls and go door knocking, or putting packets together and handing out catalogs. What can you do so that you can have the lifestyle you want, or have a house that you want, or have, so many people anymore can't afford 2 cars. What can you do so that you can afford 2 cars, or better yet, afford one and earn one for free that you can have for your family? So sometimes it is about monetary things that you need to have just to survive, and Tupperware can help provide for that as well. And then being rich in your dreams. And in that, we mean when you think about something, a lot of times growing up, people would tell me that I dream too big, and I don't feel like anybody can dream too big. I think as adults and as parents, it's our job to teach our children or the people around us that maybe watch us or admire us or that we surround ourselves with, to teach them to want for more so they work hard. My boys are baseball players, and they want to play in the big leagues one day. And so they know that it comes with hard work and working out and going to practice and being dedicated to your team. And so sometimes people say, your dreams are too big because, kids, of course, they want all these big fancy things when they're small, and they see that these sports players make lots of money, can have stuff. But what are we teaching them if we tell them they can't do that? I tell my kids, you can be anything that you want to be if you work for it. I don't end it with, you can be anything that you want to be, and leave it there. It's if you work for it. And that's the same in Tupperware. You can have anything you want in this business when you work for it. So are your dreams too far-fetched, or is it something you're willing to work towards achieving it? Is it something that you think, oh, that's just too wild, I can't, it's too far-fetched, it's just a dream and it'll never happen? Well, then you're probably right, because if you aren't willing to work for it and you don't think it can happen, it probably won't. So you got to work on it. So we like to say, what is your time worth? And so I'm going to give you what would it look like for talking to 10 people in a week in your business, and how can that help you? So it is, how about, oh, come on. What does our numbers show? So imagine making 10 phone calls a week, and what would that look like for you in your business? 2 of them decide they're going to hold a party for you that month, so you have $1,000 in sales. 2 of them say, I'll help you and I'll collect orders, so that gives you $300 in sales. And 2 of them say, well, I can't hold a party and I'm not going to collect orders, but I'll place an order what's on sale. And by the time that they've looked at whatever the brochure has to offer, they're super excited about it. And so they have placed a $50 order. So between the 2 of them, that's $100. And then 4 of them, they're not so nice. And so that gave you 0 in sales for them. And so in that gives you $1,400 in personal sales, which equates to about $140 broken down between 10 people. That's worth some time spent, right? We would all love to have at least $1,400 or more every month in sales. And what does it mean in your pocket? $350 before your bonuses. That's just your commission off of $1,400, and that's just 10 phone calls a month. Can you imagine if you did 10 phone calls a week? And you wouldn't have to do 10 phone calls a week if you were holding consistent parties, right? So sometimes it just takes one good week of making phone calls and reaching out to people and asking them to support your business in some form, that you can get those couple of parties in your date book, and then they start branching out like a tree, that you start getting more and more parties from those parties because you're working your business at the party versus at home making phone calls. Because I know that's not the funnest thing to do, right? So would you say that it was worth your time making those 10 phone calls? I'd say probably so. And I know most of us sometimes wish that we had those 2 parties a month, and others of us would double that up. So again, think about what 10 phone calls a week would look like for you. So in this is person A and person B. And what does having, this is if we were to compare apples to apples, okay? So if you had an 8-hour work week, and so this is also a handout that you can get from your leaders, and they can send that over to you, but this way you guys have a visual of it here in front of you. And this is person A, is that, let's say, that blue collar person working 8 hours a day, working hard, paying their bills, working for the man. And person B is working those same 8 hours a day, which equals to 5 parties a week. How many of you guys would hold 5 parties a week if I gave you a basket of parties? Probably most of us, right? So that equates for person A, it's about $120 in a day. For person B, it's 15 hours per week if you're comparing apples to apples. Person A has $120 per day times 5 days a week, gives them a $600 paycheck. Person B gives you 5 parties a week at a $500 average, which is our national average for our parties, gives us sales of $2,500 for 1 week. How cool would that be, right? Person A, you have $600 minus your taxes, so now their paycheck is about $450, depending on what state you live in and what your taxes are like. Person B is $2,500 times 4 weeks in a month, gives you $10,000 in personal sales. So on these big months that we have, you could have a $10,000 month just having 5 parties a week, or less, the equivalent of as well, because I know some of us party differently. And person A, now they have to go pay for childcare because, you know, they work for the man, work that 8 to 5 job or whatever the hours are. Where person B, they work their own hours, so they don't have childcare in there. So person A's paycheck is down to $300 a week, where person B is making $2,500 a week in commission. Sorry, $2,500 a month in commission from that $10,000. That's really good money for working 5 parties a week, if that were apples to apples, right? Person A, $250 times 4 weeks gives them $1,000 a month in a paycheck, where person B, they have that $2,500 paycheck that they're making in commission from their parties, plus they're getting an additional $1,000 from a personal sales volume bonus, giving them $3,500 in their pocket before yearly taxes. The cool thing with having your own business, a lot of stuff is you can write it off. I was going to say write-offable. I don't know that that's the right word. But you can write it off, so it makes your taxes a little bit different. So person A, down another column here, 8 hours times 5 hours, 8 hours times 5 days a week is 40 hours a week, which is typical of a person who has a JOB, which, by the way, we call JOB just over broke, YOB, your own business. So in addition to person B, not only have they made their $3,500 in their pocket, but now they're adding the monthly and weekly rewards and gifts that we get each week and each month. And remember, that changes month to month, so you're earning free stuff all the time that I like to put into my gift closet. So when it's somebody's birthday or a wedding, Christmas coming up, that I can pull right out of the closet, and I've saved myself even more money because I'm giving away Tupperware rewards that I've earned. And sometimes it's not always Tupperware, as you guys all know. Sometimes we're earning rewards that have nothing to do with our quote-unquote plastic, but it might be a really nice gift that somebody would love, like the pashmina that you can earn right now. So then we have person A has 40 hours times 4 weeks equals 160 hours a month. That's an average person. That's not including overtime, driving time, lunch hours you don't get paid for, all those things. Where person B has 3 hours per day on an average party times 5 days a week. If you're holding 5 parties a week, 15 hours per week plus your weekly training. For $1,000 a month, person A is making $6 an hour by the time you take out all those other things. Person B is working 15 hours a week, which equates to 60 hours in a month. So 100 hours less than person A, and they're making $58 an hour. Would you say that that is worth doing 5 parties a week? Sure it is. We'd all do that if we had it. So imagine what you could do with 2 parties a week when you work your 1-to-1 plan. So here's our commission sheet that I'm sure most of you have seen. This is in your guide that comes in your kit, and this breaks it down from the bottom there in the pink where it says consultant all the way up to presidential director. You can see when you move over to the monthly earnings columns, well, first of all, the first 3 columns are going to give you the title. What does it take to achieve that title? And then how do you maintain to be paid as that title? Then the next following several columns in the monthly earnings categories in the middle there shows you first that the commission is 25% no matter what level you are. What that tells you is that we are so different than the different pyramid schemes and things like that, because everybody has to work to achieve their bonuses, including your business leaders. Everybody, including business leaders, get 25% profit off of everything that they sell. Nothing less, nothing more. On your personal sales volume bonus level, and I have a better chart that we'll show you here in a second, it starts you down there at $1,500 and higher. You start to retain another bonus, and that's at every level from consultant to business leader. And then additionally, you have profit plus bonuses as managers, and you have team profit plus bonuses as directors based on how much your team is selling and how much your unit is selling. So for managers, star manager and executive manager, it's 2%, 3%, and 4%. And for directors, and that's based on title only, And for directors, it's 6, 7, and 8% based on director team sales, not on your title. Then as managers, you can earn money a fourth way, which is your Vanguard bonus, and that starts at the $2,500 level, and it goes above and beyond no matter where you hit. The higher you go, the more it gets. And then your directors earn additional profits off of the directors that they're promoting. What's really cool here that you'll see under leadership commission and promoting directors, you can see that just becoming from a director to a star director, you can, when your team is selling $20,000, you're making 8% off of your team. And then you promote another director, you're automatically, no matter what they're selling, as long as it's 10,000 or higher, you're making 8.5% off of that team, which is incredible. Then when you skip over to the additional bonus columns, and of course, as you promote directors, you're making more, and as they sell more, you're making more. And then additional bonus opportunities, you have as a manager, one-time bonus, you get $100 for stepping up to manager, $150 at star manager, and $200 at executive manager. But you see there's a last column there at executive manager bonus. You receive $150 every month that you maintain executive manager after the first 2 months of achieving it. And that you just get just because you're an executive manager maintaining at that level. At director level, you can see the middle column there of this last row starts at 1,000 to 1,500 and goes upwards depending on your title and what level of director that you are promoting from that point. So really nice bonuses that you could be receiving when you're helping other people achieve their dreams as well. So what are the benefits of becoming a director? First and foremost, you have the opportunity to earn a car. You can be a manager hitting the same numbers that a director is, and you won't be able to receive the car because it does come with director and higher. After 3 months of qualifying at that level, then you receive the Chevy Trax, which is just a cute little beautiful car, and it's free. And it's like driving a billboard with Tupperware all over it. Draws so much attention. It will actually help your business quite a bit. Some of the other perks and benefits that come along with it, not only do you now receive bonus off your entire team and not just 3 levels deep of your unit, but you also can earn exclusive trips, exclusive rewards, and you also have the perks of earning and receiving the sampling 2 weeks prior to everybody else, which is a really nice benefit as well. And those are just a few of the perks of becoming a director. So in addition to this, we call this the director paycheck. And this is based on the perfect team, if you will, that we all wish and hope to have every day. So a successful director team might look like this, where you have 20 team members with only 70% of them being active. So 14 consultants are holding parties or the equivalent thereof. 7 of them are holding 2 parties a week, so that gives you 14 parties a week. You're holding 3 to 5, so that gives you a total of 17 parties for the month being held. Additionally, 7 consultants of the 14 will hold only 1 party a month. So then you're adding in, excuse me, some more sales from them. And we're doing that based on a 30% cancellation because we all have cancellations, whether somebody is sick, maybe we didn't properly party plan somebody, weather changes stuff. As we know, weather can change things all the time across the country. So with that, at 4 weeks, you'll have $23,800 in monthly team sales. And the last 7 consultants with that party a month are giving you another $3,500 in sales. So that gives you $27,300 as a director team. When you take out the 25% commissionable volume, you have $20,475 that you're making bonuses on. So the director commission from parties never changes. You can see at all levels. There's just 3 levels broken down here for you. 25% commission, as I shared with you, on every level gives you $1,000 in your pocket. Then you get the extra 10% because you've hit that level. So you have your $400 bonus. And then you have at the director level, you're receiving 8% royalty on the $20,000. That gives you another $1,638. And if you choose to not take the car, then you have a $325 cash bonus, or you have the free car. So you can look at it either way. That's monthly earning income of $3,363. If you're taking the car, it's just over $3,000. annual rewards, an income of $40,000 plus your WOW trip to Hawaii or Disney World. Plus you're working on the ultimate WOW reward that you can earn the kitchen package, a diamond bracelet, Sea-Doos, Ski-Doos, a Chevy Mustang, or that 22-foot trailer, or $22,000 cash in your pocket. At the 2-star director level, you're adding another level of bonuses. So you can see all the bonuses stay the same in the first 3 levels, but at the level 1 royalty means that you're making commissions on your director team. So you're adding another bonus of $3,480 at the 2-star director level because you have 2 directors that you are making an additional bonus on. Plus your dream driver bonus goes up, or you're taking the Acadia at that level, which is $425. So your bonus check every month is $6,500 to $6,900 a month, depending on if you're taking the car. Plus you get bonuses for promoting directors. That's another $2,000. You're looking at $83,000 to $85,000 a year in income by being a 2-star director. That's what doctors make, some doctors. At the presidential director level, which is the highest level of director, this means you're making another source of income at the level 2 through 4 royalty rewards. So you can see that the couple of lines there down below, your royalties, you're now receiving 10% on your director team, which is now $2,400 instead of $1,600. You're receiving 10% on your level 1s, which is another $24,000 a month that you're receiving on those level 1s, and an additional 10% on your level 2 through 4s. That's another $16,000 that you're receiving. Plus, you're either taking maybe the Mercedes S-Class or the Cadillac Escalade, which is a new one they've added, or you're taking $1,000 cash, which gives you $44,000 to $45,000 a month in income in your pocket. Annual earning income of $549,000 to $579,000, depending on how many level of directors that you've promoted in your company or in your organization at the presidential level. These numbers seem outrageous, but there is people across North America that make this kind of money every single month. That is a reality, and I have met some of them. So it's pretty cool. It seems too far-fetched, but it's pretty exciting. So looking at this here and the comparison of what this might mean out in the work world, if you're meeting people who want to make executive type incomes, I have this comparison sheet, and so I'm going to tell you kind of the breakdown of some of the things that I will tell you that I've Googled. So this is from a couple of years ago, but these are some of the incomes that I have Googled from this form here. Teachers on an average will make $53,000 a year. Family doctors make $183,000 a year. Lawyers look at $174,000 or more a year. A medical assistant, and all of these jobs come with lots of years of college as well, right? And luckily for a lot of people, Tupperware doesn't come with years of college. You can sell and make this kind of money with 0 college. Education is always important, and you always want to be learning more, but you don't have to have a college degree to be an executive income in Tupperware. Additionally, medical assistants make $40,000 a year. Makeup artists that go to school for hours and hours, along with nail techs and hair, can make anywhere from $10 to $15 an hour, $17,000 a year, upwards of $68,000 a year when they work endless hours that so many of us aren't really willing to put in. A software engineer makes $74,000 a year. A mechanical engineer that works under cars and does, you know, some pretty dangerous things sometimes, $59,000 a year. An office manager that can be tiresome and exhausting and very stressful, those office managers make about $47,000 a year. A dentist makes about $124,000 a year, again with lots of college years. And news anchor makes about $57,000 a year. And that's just to name a few. So when you look at this little wave here of our consultants make about $100 per week if they're doing one party a week, where a manager holding 2 parties a week is making over $1,800 a month. And this is just bare bone minimums on our standards. This is not including the additional income that you can make. Star managers are making about $2,200 a month. And executive managers are making about $2,300 a month. I have several executive managers in my company that are making significantly more, so you can have that opportunity. Executive managers are a very sweet spot to sit in because you're making 5 levels of income. Managers and star managers are making 4 levels of income, and consultants are making 2 levels of income. And so that is all based on how much you personally sell, how many people in your unit, and what your title is. Directors are making $50,000 plus a year, star directors over $61,000 a year, and 5-star directors and above $135,000 or more, as you just saw in my other example. So other ways that you can make additional money and things that will help you become a leader, and the things that are great examples for us. Being a leader goes a long way, but it also shows the way, and in that helps you make more money. So what are the things that we can do to be a leader? First of all, be an example, set the example. We have our samples in the right color, we're prepared, we are ready to share those samples with our team members when we need them and when they need them. We are always looking the part and having the right attire for events and helping set the tone. And one thing that having and dressing the part also sets a tone of confidence, and it will help to build people's confidence as well. You'd be surprised. We also have the right attitude. Sometimes if you're having a bad day, you have to wipe your feet at the door and keep going anyways. And so when you have a good attitude, you show that example and you remind people that if they've had something happen, we can settle it later. We don't need to resolve it right now at this party, at this event, at this rally, whatever that you're attending. But it also helps to train us into be better people for our own people and for our family and friends as well. We hold parties as leaders. All leaders hold parties. Everybody's parties look different and are done differently. Doesn't mean they have to be the same, exactly the way that it was presented to you. Some people's schedules don't allow for them to hold 2, 3, 4, 5 parties a week. So sometimes you're doing online parties, doing fundraisers, but having the equivalent of 2 parties a week is what's really important to be another example. We sell $4,500 every month. Not only does that put more money in your pocket, but also, as one of my friends would say, it finds you new friends in your business. Because when you're doing $4,500 a month, typically you're holding 1 to 2 parties a week, which means that you're seeing people and you're showing them the recruiting opportunity and giving them a new passion for life by bringing them into the business and showing them that they can have more as well. So again, that's an example by bringing more people in the business as well, because we're having parties to get to that $4,500. We recruit 3 new people a month. As leaders, it's important to recruit every month so that we are filling our bucket, because not everybody stays in this business, and that's okay. This business isn't meant for everybody. I believe that it's important for everybody to try, but sometimes it's not for them, and that's okay. But when we're recruiting new people, we are setting an example. It keeps us consistent in our business so that we can continue to be trainable and train, but we are helping other people. Because I just always look at it as you never know who is asked for something that day, and sometimes God has sent you them. So we also promote new managers every month. You want to help people to have more in this business. Do you want them making money 2 ways or 5 ways? I think that's obvious. So if we can help people to have more money, then that's something that we should work towards. And it's a lot more fun to do this business with more people. So if you can build your unit, your unit goes 3 levels deep. So if you're recruiting people that are stepping up to manager, that benefits you as well. And you're receiving more perks, you're receiving more money, and you're making new friends, which is always fun to have in this business. And leaders always attend trainings, rallies, etc. Whatever your business leader calls it, there is regular training. And sometimes you can't attend everything. When people say family first, sometimes that means, for me, I'm putting my family first by attending my training because I'm learning more. So that means I'm going to make more and I'm going to learn how to work my business more. But if I have a vacation, that doesn't mean that I'm trying to make sure that I'm attending it via Zoom or Facebook Live. Sometimes I need to just be with my family if we're on vacation. But if my business leader has a meeting scheduled for the week and I'm not doing anything anyways, we always say leaders show up. So we want to make sure we're showing up. Attending corporate events. As leaders, we ask that all of our leaders show up to Spring Fest, to Fall Fest, to Jubilee, Record Breaker workshops, whatever your business leader has going on. And go and ask your business leader, what can you do to help them at those events? Because we love the help. Plus, you guys bring so much to the table that we can learn so much from you as well. And then also support your director and your business leader through anything that you can. Ask them what you can do to be supportive to them. So how do we do that? We start first with recruiting people. And when we recruit people, we're helping them by being an example, which makes us more money, and we're showing them how to have more. So with that, you have your Tupperware 1-2-1 plan as managers and above. We ask all managers to welcome one new consultant into your unit each week. Again, it fills your bucket. It gives you rewards. Whatever the reward of the month is, of the say yes, you get it too. So why not have more for yourself that you can either add to your kit, add to your kitchen, or you can loan out to your team members when they need additional product. You can share that with them, and you're finding new people to help grow the business with. We ask that leaders hold 2 personal parties a week, and we ask them to support their consultants in holding 1 party a week as well. And in that, a manager, you can see down here at the bottom, a manager is going to make about $1,600 a month, and star managers make about $19,000, almost $2,000 a month. And your executive managers are making about $2,500 a month, in addition to those first-time step-up bonuses. And you can go right from consultant right up to executive manager in 1 month and receive the whole $450 bonus in 1 month for all those one-time step-up bonuses as well. So you can see how this kind of breaks down to what it would equal to have those that kind of income at a manager of $10,000, star managers at $16,000, executive managers at $22,000. Now you might think that's a lot higher than what the standards are, what the minimums are, but we like everybody making more and earning more, so we like to help raise the bar and help you make more, and that starts with holding more parties. So when you bring on new people, do you make sure that they know when their Confident Start reward starts and that they know when it ends? Do you help them to select their different gifts? On level 6 there, if my say yes offer for the month is the grill, the stack cooker, or the pressure cooker, then I'm not going to have them choose a second one. I'm going to have them choose one of the other alternatives and earn the other one at their party or get it for half price. Those kind of things. That's what this map is about, is teaching them all the things that they can have. We want all new consultants coming in and becoming activated at the $500 level, and ultimately, if anything else, no matter what, always hitting that $1,000 level so they can earn their kit for free. New consultants should never have to pay for their kit when they're set up for success. I also encourage you to choose anything that you can at these different levels and in future rewards that are logoed, because it makes you look really professional for your parties as well. Like level 1, it's the money bag, the fridge smart, or the modular. I always recommend the money bag because it's logoed, it makes you look professional, and you have something to put your party money and your orders in. The other 2 items you can get at a great discount. So when you recruit a new consultant, we encourage you to put their sign-up date and then the date of their first order. The date of their first order is when Confident Start starts for them, or within the 30 days. So if they're recruited on October 1st and their first order goes in on October 15th, their start date for Confident Start starts on October 15th. But if they're recruited on October 1st and they don't start until maybe in November, their Confident Start rewards start on October 30th. So you want to help them to understand when it starts for them so they know when it ends, so that everybody has the opportunity to earn that cookware. And I always push for the cookware because by the time they earn an iPad, it's changed anyways to something new. And you can buy an iPad when you've sold that much. You can buy it with a cookware to earn it for $3 because they only pay for the shipping. So depending on where you live and your taxes, it breaks down to an average of $3. To earn $1,200 worth of cookware for $3 is incredible. So always push for that. Level 3, I always push for the host gift special because it is the host gift special of the current catalog, and then they have it to show at their parties. And you want their parties to be decked out with all of the current items that they can have to make their display look beautiful all the time. So understanding the leadership compensation plan. I talked about having and making money 2 ways or 5 ways. This is kind of a cheat sheet and how you can make money really quickly. So $1,500 in sales is going to get you a $50 bonus right off the top. And that gives you about 3 to 4 parties in a month that it takes to get that. 8 parties or more at the $500 level gives you a $4,000 in personal sales, which gives you that $400 bonus. That is the second source of income for all levels. Your first source of income is that 25% commission everybody makes. As a manager and above, you make the 3, 4, and 5 levels of commission. So the third level is your profit plus, which is manager, star manager, executive manager, and that's that blue section there. And you can see it shows the 2, 3, and 4% profit plus bonus. And what does it take to get to each of those? Level 4 source of income is your Vanguard bonus, and you can see the colorful chart on the right that has 2,500 up to 16,000. Now it doesn't stop at 16,000. You can see where it says 2,000 above. Each additional level gives you another $25 in your pocket. This is what we call Vanguard bonus, and each level has different amounts that you can earn. So you always want to push for the next level when you're getting close to that. And I want to bring you to the left side of the form here that it says 3 levels deep. When you're recruiting and your recruits are recruiting and you promote a manager within your unit but maybe isn't your level 1, you still receive commission. Level 1, level 2, and level 3. So those managers recruits count for you as well in your Vanguard bonuses, and it helps you towards your profit plus bonuses in your percentage being making more money on that based on your title. And then the 5th level of bonus is where it says executive manager bonus in that little left box there. When a Salesforce member becomes an executive manager and has 7,500 or more in unit retail sales for 2 consecutive months, they qualify to receive the $150 monthly bonus. Each month they achieve the 7,500 or higher. At the point that you do less than 7,500 3 months in a row, you're repositioned to the level that you're achieving and you won't receive that bonus anymore. However, you can regain and attain that bonus again, and you only have to do it 2 months in a row again to receive that. Then down at the bottom it talks about director and qualification, DIQ, which means you need to have 7,500 in Dream Team sales and 6 personal active recruits to be eligible. So that means that you can start working towards becoming a director at the star manager level. You don't have to wait to get to executive manager level. When you do 3 months consecutive in Dream Team sales equaling $30,000 with no less than $7,500 in a month, and you have 2 personal managers under you in your dream team, then you can achieve director status and you get a $1,000 bonus. So that is our first order business when it comes to your commissions. Next, before becoming a director and above, you have the opportunity to earn a car. This is solely based on sales. So at the director level, you can be a director level with $1 million in sales and be driving that Cadillac and have that opportunity. You can also be driving the Chevy Trax, or you can skip all of it and take the cash option instead if you choose to. So this also gives you the breakdown of when you have a miss, what your copay would equal for you if that opportunity is what happens, and the different cars. And you do receive a new car every 2 years, which is really nice, and they pay your insurance, registration, your taxes, and your tires. It's pretty awesome. In this business, I've had 20 free cars, and I'm working on my 21st now. So this is a really great opportunity. It is logoed on the side for you, and you would be absolutely amazed at how much business it draws in by driving around that billboard, as I like to call it. So we also have some things that I like to talk about, and this is the 10 rules for the ride of your life. And just helping to understand this, this is a book you can see down there. It's called The Energy Bus, and you can go right on Amazon and order it, or go to theenergybus.com and order it. It's a cool little story that breaks down different habits to help you grow your business. So the first one is, you are the driver of your bus. In order to make more money in this business, you got to find new people. And a lot of times we say you can't pick your family, but you can pick your friends. And in this business, you can often pick your coworkers, but never don't give somebody the opportunity. Always share the opportunity with everybody, because you never know how much you can impact their life, and better yet, how much they can impact your life. I have met so many people in this business that have really helped me to become a better person as well. So in that, the first one, you're the driver of your bus. You have control over your bus and what happens in your bus, meaning your business. You have control over what happens in your business. Number two, desire, vision, and focus. Move your bus in the right direction. So when you have desire, you have a vision, and you have focus of what you're working towards, your goal, your why, your business will move in the right direction because you choose to, and that is a choice. Number three, fuel your ride with positive energy. Nobody likes to have negative Nellies around. So if you're that person, see what you can do to change that. And if you have people on your bus or in your business that are providing negative energy, ask them to stop. Don't be afraid to say, you know what? Let's be positive together, or I don't have time for that today. I want to be positive, because positive brings out the most in people, right? Number four, invite people on your bus and share your vision for the road ahead. You're not going to recruit people if you're not asking. You're not going to date people if you're not asking. And if you don't share with your people and your customers and your family and your friends what your goals are, they don't know what you're working towards. And the more people that you share that opportunity with, they want to know how you're doing and what the progress is, and they'll check in with you, which is really exciting too. And then when you achieve those different goals, whether they're small or big or indifferent, they're excited for you and they celebrate, and you'd be surprised how much of a loyal base that you will provide for yourself. Number five, don't waste your energy on those who don't get on your bus. If people aren't interested in supporting your business, it's okay. There's nothing wrong. Move on to the next person. At some point, they'll come around sometimes, and if they don't, it's okay. You haven't lost anything. Now, and I will say that with 100% confidence as well. My family wasn't always the most supportive, and including my husband, and it took many years to get the support from my family and my husband. And when it happens, because you persevere through things, it's so exciting, and they want to be a part of it all the time. So that's helpful too. And again, if they don't, it's okay. Number five, oh, sorry, we did that one. Number six, post a sign on your bus or in your business that says no energy vampires allowed on your bus or in your business. You don't want them sucking the life out of you. Sometimes you're going to have a host or a recruit or somebody who is just so negative, and it's really hard to keep moving forward when they're like that. So make your time limited with them when you don't have a choice and they're in your business. And if you don't have to have them around you and in your business, then don't. Number seven, enthusiasm attracts more passengers and energizes them during the ride. When we're negative, our passengers are negative, our customers are negative, our hosts are negative, the people around us are negative. So do everything you can to be that positive person. And as I like to say, find the light at the end of the tunnel as often as you can. Sometimes there's going to be things in our business that we don't like. A reward we don't like, a host special we don't like, maybe marketing we don't like, maybe a customer that wasn't very nice, or a host who wasn't very nice. Do the best you can with the situation at hand and move past it. Number eight, love your passengers even when you don't want to. Sometimes, again, we don't have the best people on our bus, but love them anyways, because sometimes they change your life and sometimes you change theirs. In 20 years of this business almost, I have met really amazing people that I know that I've made an impact in their life, but I also know they've made an impact in mine. Number nine, drive with purpose. Get up every day with a mission. Know what you're working towards. Know that you're supporting friends and family with what you're doing, that people are watching you more than you realize, and that when we are negative, people see that. So always try to be the positive light for somebody. You really never know what somebody needs that day, and sometimes just you smiling at them or inviting them to something is just what they needed for the day. So never discount what you have to offer. Know that what you have to offer, whether it be the product or the opportunity, is a great opportunity no matter what it is. And number 10, have fun and enjoy the ride, because if you're not having fun, it's not fun. And so people want to be a part of something exciting and fun. You know, our world is full of doom and gloom often, and you turn on the news and you hear of another really bad incident that may have happened. I saw many alerts just today and some things that were just terrible. Sometimes bad weather brings people down. So just do what you can to have fun. Get out there. If you're cooking in your kitchen, record yourself. Show people what you're doing. Have fun. You don't have to be perfect. And when you're doing those things, you're bringing light into somebody's life. They want to be a part of it, and you'd be surprised. That puts more money in your pocket. It makes you a richer person, both financially, mentally, physically, all those things. So the 10 rules to fuel your life, work in team with positive energy. It's called The Energy Bus, and it's a really cool book that teaches you some things. So in closing, I want to give you guys some challenges, maybe some homework. Maybe you don't like that word, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. This one here is the 5 dating phone calls per day. When you take 5 days a week, and sometimes your days off are going to be different. If they're not the weekends, then change these days. It doesn't matter. But take 5 days out of 7 a week and make some phone calls till your date book is in the place that you want it to be. And then look at where can you put the work in, and you got to plan to put the work in. So what day a week will you make phone calls or go friend finding or door knocking or whatever your scenario is? Some of those things are really scary. I still don't like doing them after all these years. But you know what? If I put in the work, the results will come. And what is your income goal that you want to have? This is just a little simple worksheet based on how much money do you want to make, broken down by each week times 4, given the sales goal of what you have, and then divide that by 500 gives you how many parties that you need to hold a month in order to make that income. And of course, that again is before bonuses from your team and based on the average of a $500 party. If you need to make $1,000 a month, your goal will be 8 parties a month, or 2 a week, as we know, or the equivalent thereof. This is another little chart I told you I'd show you when that is bigger that you can see, and that's $1,500. 3 parties gives you $50, and it goes upwards from there. Can you imagine a $10,000 month? 20 standard parties, or the equivalent, with about $1,000 in personal sales volume bonus for yourself too. And then this is a bigger chart, and your business leader can get you this one. This shows you everything of what it means for 3 personal recruits up to the 9. What does it mean for Vanguard bonus, and those additional things for you as well. So in closing, I just challenge you guys. I thank you for taking the time to join me today. I encourage you, let's go make some money. Let's have some fun with this, and you know, enjoy the ride. Have fun in your business.